Honk, honk.
Are you? Yeah. Switch to something else? I got today I was way better than yesterday for some reason. I felt good. Finally, like this, that was my third. I don't think I went through the whole casting. It was the third time I've been on this year. And I was like.
But
Well, that's because they haven't had their gate drop gummies.
yeah, where are the gate drop boys? Where's Tyrell?
I know. I didn't see them guys set up either. I mean, those guys they faded too.
Oh yeah, we scared Tyrell away. He's a moto guy, so he thinks coming into jet skis is gonna be easy. Made it 2 motos and quit.
Exactly.
Tim Neer, the other owner, is a moto guy, and he didn't even try to ride.
The gate dropped on him.
We got a snowcross hero here too, and he won't ride.
Gotta love it. Race number 1 coming to the line, folks. Race number 1. Second half of Sunday. Race number 2, stand by. Once again, after race number 12, 30 minutes after race number 12, we'll be going directly into our awards ceremony. Awards will be handed out right here at the East Coast Watercross compound. I'd like to say a special thanks to all of our Laconia locals for coming out and supporting round number 1 of the Short Block Technologies East Coast Watercross Series, brought to you by Liqua Moly. Hey, by the way, New Hampshire, Ohio called and they want their weather back. Come on, man. I came up from Florida. Where's my sunshine at? We ordered some sunshine for this weekend, so it should be around here within the next hour or so. It's got a little front coming through. Once again, race number 1. Race number 1 is coming up first here after the break, and that is going to be our Pro-Am Ski 1500 combined with the Novice Ski 1500 and our 1050 4-stroke lights class. Oh yeah, time to get that blood flowing again. You know, you always like the lunch break, but you know you got to get right back up after the lunch break. Got to remember that. Oh yeah, okay, so it worked.
You got the ski running. Want to thank Brent Hahn for warranty and ignition, CDI. Great guy. Everybody here is fantastic. If you're not out at these races, you need to get out at these races. This is the best time you could possibly have.
Tell you what, thanks, Brett Hahn. Where is Brett? I just seen him. I think I think he just dropped the ski in. But yeah, hooked you up with what you needed with the CDI and got you out there running, man. Glad you could make it to the 4th Moto.
Thanks to everybody here. So many people helped me this weekend. My first race back in 18 years. This is outstanding. You need to get out here and see this.
That's what it's all about, man. That is what it is all about. You know, I mean, it's the camaraderie, it's the friendship, You know, and I always told people, again, you know, you heard me say this yesterday, you know, you come to the races, racing is only 50% of it. The camaraderie and the friendships and the relationships that you make is the other 50% of it. And I can tell you this from personal experience, after 40 years, I have made more friends and made more family than my own personal family. I mean, doesn't say much about my personal family, but yeah, this is my family. This is my team. Man, we in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Feels like New Hampshire again.
Feels like New Hampshire. Yeah. The clouds are back. Well, I said Ohio called and they want their weather back. That's one of the reasons. This is actually the reason that I moved to Florida 40 years ago. You know, I found out, and this is true. I read it in the Farmer's Almanac that in Ohio you have 300 days of cloud cover and only 60 days of sunshine. Whereas in Florida, you have 300 days of sunshine and only 60 days of clouds. So I'm a firm believer that the weather has an effect on your attitude. However, I have no attitude, so we're good to go. I don't care if it's raining, snowing, sleeting. We're going to have a good time no matter what, no matter where we are. How we doing, Brett? Brett, hey, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. That was really cool of you to hook him up with that CDI. That was awesome, man. Good stuff, good stuff. People helping people. You know, and it's funny because we used to have a little ceremony, I guess you could say, after all of the national tour races. Me and Rob Flores and Rob Greenwald and a couple other folks, and we called ourselves the Golden Circle. And the Golden Circle, our motto was, we're not here to lift you up, we're here to tear you down. Whereas here at the races, you know, during the races, we're here to lift you up and not tear you down. But that was the old Coors Light crew on the back end of a semi back in the 90s, the early 2000s. Ski class getting ready to take off down online. And as I take a look down here, looks like we got boat number 21C, Dave Davidson. Dave been unstoppable here in this Pro Am Ski 1500 class. He's out of Burlington, Ontario, Canada, riding atop his 1500 Kawasaki, sponsored by JetX, dedicated plastic tanks, and the BRP Museum. Boat number 595 is Sebastian Wilcox. Sebastian out of Franklin, New Hampshire. Sponsored by No Limits Metalworks, Hot Slag, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Showtime Freestyle, Commander Youth Racing, Z-Force Racing, and Dad's Overtime. Boat number 299 is John Gould out of Stroudsburg. 54, Thomas Lambert out of Johnson City, Tennessee. Boat number 745 is Tyler Sweeney. 730, Dylan Sharp. Boat number 555, Billy Shaw out of Haverhill, Massachusetts. Sponsored by Pro Watercraft, Jet Trim, and Oakley. And boat number 37, Derek Steck. Sponsored by Ultra Power Consulting, as well as electrical engineering and design. That rounds out your field. This is race number 1, Moto number 4. Final moto here for the Pro Am Ski 1500, Novice Ski 1500, and Amateur 4-stroke lights class. Now yesterday, at least during I believe they did a kind of a staggered start. Don't know if they're going to do the staggered start again or if they're just going to start them all at once. But you got 1050s that are mixed up with 1500cc machines out there. And Wilcox says, fire them up. It is time to go racing here in Laconia. .595, Wilcox getting a good start on the outside. We'll see if he can hold on to it. Coming from the outside, looked like 745. Tyler Sweeney with the hole shot. Got the white boat and black numbers. So Sweeney unofficially with the hole shot here in race number 1, Moto number 4, the Pro-Am Ski 1500 class. Coming up next, we've got the Pro-Am and Novice Sports Spec class. Pro-Am Novice Sports Spec class. You are coming up next. I'd like to say, again, a special thanks to our good friends from HK Power Sports, Yamaha Wave Runners, and, of course, the city of Laconia. Also, the Naswell Resort and Mix 94.1 FM. We got Getty Shine, the Cohen family, Decorative Interiors, the Black Tie Group, Lake Life Realty, the Dumpster Depot, Mr. Handsome, No Limits Metalworks, as we see our race leader now coming through. So you got 745 out in front right now. Looks like Wilcox back in second. That is Tyler Sweeney out in front. Now I'm wondering where Davidson is. So boat number 745, did I hear that right? He went on the wrong side of the checkered buoys. So if you go on the wrong side of the checkered buoys, that is not a buoy that you can make up. It's an automatic two-place deduction. It's an automatic two-place deduction according to the IJSBA rules. And I believe we are under IJSBA sanction here. And everything you hear from me is unofficial, by the way, just so you know. I'm just going to throw it out there. If you guys want to use it, that's cool. So 745 going on the wrong side of the checkered buoys. Can't make it up. 595 Wilcox. That'll put him unofficially as your leader. Seb Wilcox working the outside split right now. Like 299 would unofficially be in second place then. That is John Gould. Now I'm looking for Davidson because Davidson went like 3 for 3 in the first 3 motos. By the way, coming up next, we've got our sport class. Go ahead, Sport Riders, Pro-Am, Novice Sports Spec. You can go ahead and start working your way down to the starting line. Race number 3 is the Pro-Am Runabout Stock Class. Time for you to start thinking about it. As boat number 37 works his way through the SBT start-finish line. That is Derek Steck, sponsored by Ultra Power Consulting. Yeah, tough break there for the 745. Going to be beside himself, Tyler Sweeney, going on the wrong side of the checkered, on lap number 1. You have to go in between those 2 checkered buoys out there. If you go on one side or the other, it's an automatic 2-place deduction, and you can't pick it up. You can see Sebastian Wilcox, world champion from just up the street in Franklin, New Hampshire. So Seb, your unofficial leader out there as he works the outside split. You can see him across the pond right now. Working his way past the yellow, into the red, and through the merge. So Wilcox, Gould, Davidson, 1, 2, 3, Shaw in 4th, Sharp in 5th, Lambert in 6th right now. That's the way they stay back up 1 through 6. Last time around, Wilcox turning a 26 lap time, a minute 26 for first time around. Number 2 should be coming to the starting line. Race number 2 to the starting. By the way, don't forget, we've got the Laconia Little League concession stand That is right at the pit entrance. Stop on down there and check them out. They got burgers, they got dogs, they got all kind of cool stuff. First place, $5.95. Black Boat, top right-hand side of the track if you're trying to find your leader, folks. Sebastian Wilcox out of Franklin, New Hampshire. Sebastian, again, sponsored by No Limits Metalworks, the Hot Slag Company, Jet Pilot, Freestyle, the Commander Youth Racing Program, Z-Force Racing, Dad's Overtime. No Limits Metalworks, Hot Slag, that is, I believe, Sean. We got Frank over at Jet Trim. And we got Darren Hard down there in Australia with Jet Pilot. Showtime Freestyle, not quite sure. Steve Webster from the Commons Arn Store. Z-Force time. I'm not sure. Obviously, he's got a lot of overtime to pay for the road that you got. All right, the white flag is out. Alrighty, Wilcox. Davidson moving up into second, advancing all the way up into second. Now, Davidson with 3 wins, second place. I believe this would probably give him the overall. He's about 16 seconds behind Wilcox right now, who is your race leader, and that's who we see on the screen. 595, Sebastian Wilcox out of Franklin, New Hampshire, world champion from right up the street. Dave Davidson out of Canada, currently sitting in second, and 299 Gould, still rounding out your top 3. Once again, this is race number 1, Moto number 4. Spec class coming up next. We got 12 races left this afternoon. Actually, we got about 11 left as the we are under white flag racing conditions. So when Wilcox comes back around, he should be eyeballing the black and white checkers, barring any divine intervention. And there is the checkered flag. From father to son right there. How about it, Sebastian Wilcox, 595, taking the win. And I'll tell you, tough break there for the 745. Who grabbed the whole shot. Tyler Sweeney grabbed the whole shot, but going to be a lap down due to the fact that he missed the checkered buoy on lap number 1. Davidson will come through in second, about 16 seconds behind Wilcox. Gould in third, Lambert in fourth, Shaw running in fifth. To your top 5 here in race number 1. Once again, a very special thanks to our national sponsors with the East Coast Watercross Series. They include Short Budgies, Procross, Liqua Moly, SureKey, Fuel One Solutions, Charles Gunchard Photography, Aerial Flicks, Millimeter Photo, Factory Vape, Beer Dart, Hamburg Floor Covering, Global Integrated Technologies, Pro Rider Magazine, Hammerhead Tactical Wetworks, the IJSBA, the Extreme Team, and Speedy Cabrera down there from Cabrera Motorsports. Race number 2. Race number 2 is coming up next. It's our Pro-Am and Novice Spec class. Boat number 872 is Colin Beers on Lipsky, and is sponsored by the PWC Doctor, Undercover Auto Body, HydroTurf, Nickerson Performance, Moto Option, Arctic Cat Adventures, and Moto Pro Graphics. Boat number 172 is Brett Hahn out of Broadview Heights. Boat number 125, we got Jake Mazonsky out of West Hartford, sponsored by Grandma's Garage, Showtime Freestyle, Jet Trim, Rad Dudes, and Blue Can Racing. Boat number 7 is Kayla Flitzka, and she is sponsored by Moto Option, Pro Watercraft, and Wacom.com. Katie Bertle on boat number 125, and she is out of East Haddam, Connecticut, sponsored by Blue Can Racing, the Clark Group, Abstract Tail, and Computer Science. Rounding out the field, boat number 157, Brendan Mellinson. So that's your field here for race number 2. This is the Pro-Am and Novice Sports Spec Class. As we get set to go on the inside or the outside pull, Katie Berner, boat number 125. Got 2 on the out, 3 on the inside. On the outside, or the inside rather, it looked like Colin Beers on the Sea-Doo HX with the lead. We'll let everybody know who the leaders are as they come back through our finish line. Glad everybody could come out and hang out with us here on a blustery Sunday afternoon. Current time on deck about 13:05 for all my military folk. 1:05 for all you civilians. So Beers the leader. Beers taking a victory, taking a moto victory yesterday as well. Will definitely play. Awards will be handed out about 30 minutes after the final race. About 30 minutes after the final race, the awards will be handed out right here at the East Coast Watercross compound. You see the podium actually hanging out right in front of me. Boy, I'll tell you, what a crazy weekend, man. Love the weather here. Up and down, up and down. I believe that's Hahn back there in second. Followed by 125, rounding your top 3 here on lap number 1. That's Katie Berner. Katie again sponsored by Blue Can Racing, the Clark Group, Abstract Tool, and Computer Science. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. By the way, somebody lost a pair of readers out there. Got a brown pair of readers somebody lost on the beach down here on the right-hand side of announcing as you're facing the water. One of our riders just brought the glasses back to me, but if you lost your glasses, I have them up here. I can't see out of them. So obviously, you are more blind than me. They're not yours. You wish they were. I know, I keep missing that one buoy out there. Did you lose your glasses, Miss Tracy? Oh, did Dave lose his glasses? Dave, we got your glasses. We got your glasses, buddy. Thanks, Miss Tracy. All right, again, we apologize for the folks down there on the right-hand side of the track. We just found out one of our speakers is down over there. We apologize. Colin Beers, your race leader, turning in a 1:29.871 lap time that last time around. Brett Hahn with a 1:34.17. Katie Berner with a 1:32.438. Those are your top 3 right now here in your Pro Sports Spec class. Colin Beers in front, Brett Hahn in second, Katie Berner rounding out your top 3. Coming up next, we got the Pro-Am Runabout Stock Class, which is race number 3. Pro-Am Runabout Stock Class, race number 3. We need you down to the starting line. Where you at, Ed Worthy? Look out. I see the 126. Smitty getting ready to put in. Sport class out on the water right now. Colin Beers, your race leader. Han in second. And Han doing something really cool, man. You know, got a rider up here that had a stand-up, needed a CDI for his Superjet. And Han went back to his trailer, man, dug out a CDI for him. So that rider can get out there and compete today. So big shout out to Brett Hahn, currently in second place here in Laconia. This is Moto number 4, final motos. We'll do a 4-moto format for those of you folks that may be listening in on the Short Block Technologies live stream brought to you by Liquid Molly. And you can actually see, if you look at the course map, you can actually see where all of the leaders are. And it's really cool. Like if you're online, and you can see 872 out in front, 172 back in second, 125 Berner back in third. So you got Beers, Hahn, Berner, Monzinski, and Flitzka. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 out on the track right now. This is race number 2. Once again, folks, if you'd like to join us here, I mean, join the party. Why not? Man, this is a good time. You know, we had over 100 racers here this weekend. Next stop, we're going to Katanning, Pennsylvania. That's going to be June 26th through 28th. Hope to see everybody there. Then we're going to Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, July 10th through 12th. Plattsburgh, New York, July 31st through August 2nd. And in Sylvan Beach, New York, will be the final stop of the tour, which will be on CBS. That'll be August 28th through 30th. So if you'd like more information, go to East Coast Watercross or Pro Watercross, and you can check out the tour schedule online. Right now, about a 5-second gap between first and second place as you see them work their way onto the right-hand side of the track. So your top two get ready to head down the back section of the track right now. Beers still in front. That's Colin Beers. I believe his brother Liam was racing in this one. Again, coming up next, Pro-Am Runabout Stock Class, race number 3. Once again, 12 races in the afternoon expression session. I believe we got 9 left. 9 left, folks. We'll do the awards about 30 minutes after the lap. Everybody's had a great weekend, man. I'll tell you, me, my first time to Laconia, it's not going to be my last. First Marshal Kevin looks like he's got somebody on the gaff bringing him in. Tough break for the 125. I believe that's Katie. Katie, who is coming in on the road. Doesn't affect your race leader, Beers. Hahn still in second as time's starting to tick away. The white flag is out from Kelly up there at the flag. Less than a lap to go. So you got, once again, Hahn has moved up into fourth, and Katie, unfortunately, coming in on the tow rope, will end up in 5th place here in this 4th and final moto for your sports spec class. Again, coming up next, we've got the runabout class. Pro runabout stock class. Edward has been the man to beat in this one. Him and Smitty been dicing it out. Boat number 3. Looks like, yeah, you need a holder. Is that what you're looking for? Matt Demos looking for some holders down there. Boat number 3. If you ain't doing anything, you could help out a friend. Matt Demos looking for some help down there on the starting line. Thank you, Tully. Appreciate it. In a 132-inch lap time on the last one. Hahn with a 130 change. So Hahn actually the fastest guy on the track, but currently sitting in second place. Beers going to take the win right there. And Hahn going to end up in second. Beers on the Sea-Doo, Hahn on the Yamaha. third spot going to be Mazanski. So that is it. 1, 2, and 3 here for race number 2. Moto number 4 of our Pro-Am spec class. Coming up next, our Pro-Am runabout stock class. Pro-Am runabout stock class, and in that class, oh, here we go. C467, we got Jay Edworthy, sponsored by JetX. Book number 16, Ian Smith, sponsored by Smitty's Automotive, JetX, Jet Pilot, Sea-Doo, Pulse Race Lab, and Racing. 147 is Travis Brito. And boat number 3 is Devos, sponsored by Dewey Property Services, Krug's Property Services, Lamb Flooring, Deluxe Detailing, and Moto Pro Graphics. So there are there's your racers. Got racers down line here in this Pro-Am runabout stock class. And C477 starting all the way on the outside, which is actually going to be the end pole. That's actually the inside pole for Edworthy. Smitty starting way on the outside. Smitty and Edworthy. Smitty going to grab the whole shot from the inside. Edworthy on or the outside. It's going to be Edworthy on the inside. And let's see how they come out. It is going to be tight. I mean, as they get ready to head through the merge. And look at Edworthy with the drop coming to the inside. Side by side on the rail. Smitty has to check up just a little bit as they make that turn. And I believe it was not Smitty had it from the outside, Brett. Smitty got him for coming from that outside split. And it's funny because they go like around the point here, so I have to run off of my. I don't run that fast. 59. And it is Smitty. Smitty's up. How about that? Ian Smith, your early race leader, followed by the Chicken Man, Jay Edworthy. 3 so far in this class. Dollar racers, I call them. It's his lunchbox. And he comes to the race site and does. So let's see. Edworthy, I believe, on the outside. That was Smitty on the inside. Edworthy coming out. He's about 3.5 seconds back of Smitty right now here in this pro runabout class, and it's nothing but pump wash as we look down there to the left-hand side of the track. Take a look up here. Tell you what's going on with some lap times. Smitty turning in wow, that was a blistering lap time. I think that was the fastest lap time that we've seen so far this weekend, a 1:04. A 1:04 lap time for Smitty. That first, or that last lap, which would have been his lap number 2. And there is Smitty right there coming through the SBT start-finish line, and here comes Edworthy. Edworthy trying to reel in your leader as they work onto the right-hand side of the track. Edworthy to the outside, Smitty to the inside. That is your split section over there. For those of you folks who are first-time spectators, if you see the red can-shaped buoys out there, that is the outside. And you see the blue and white tetrahedrons, the triangles, that is the inside. So if you hear me refer to outside-inside split, that is what I'm talking about. So the rain's still falling here in Laconia, but I'll tell you what, definitely not dampening the spirits of all the racers that we've got here this weekend. You know what? I can actually feel a tinge, and this is something I never feel. I'm losing my voice. What? This never happens. I guess I've had a lot to talk about this weekend. Hey, it's, I'm sure that you guys are like, please, Mike, lose your voice. We're tired. You wear us out. Smitty, 5-second advantage over Edworthy. Smitty to the inside. Looks like Edworthy also going to go to the inside last time around. Another fastest lap time there, I believe, by Smitty. I believe I've seen a 1:03.412. Fastest lap time that we've seen all weekend long. Ian Smith right there, 1:26. Sponsored by Smitty's Automotive. That is your fastest lap time that we have seen all weekend long, a 103 change. Great job, and I believe we got a proud father up here too, as he's watching on. How you doing, boss? Your boy's looking pretty good out there.
Yeah, when you got a top tier guy like Jay that my son looks up to, brings the best out of him.
I'll tell you, it's a very proud moment, and I can feel I can feel it. But that is so awesome that your boy looks up to Edworthy, and now he's out there beating him. And I know Edworthy looks up to your boy as well.
I think appreciate that. I can't wait to go to Lake of the Ozarks next week. Get back to the endurance stuff. He's excited, so we'll see you in Lake of the Ozarks.
Fantastic. Great to see you, Mr. Smith. Smitty's Automotive in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And now I got all teary eyes and stuff. Jeepers. You get way too emotional with this stuff, you really do. Because this is your family. This is our extended family right here. A lot of folks may not realize that, but it really is. It's our extended family and the folks that we love. And it's fun to be able to travel the United States and all over the world, really, to be able to hang out with everybody and to go to all these different locations. Again, my first time up here in Region 8. And probably about 15 years or so. So it's really been an eye-opener for me. And through the SBT start-finish line, we got Smitty. Smitty, as I take a look back here, a 5.5-second lead over Edworthy. And Edworthy racing against one of his JetX teammates out there. Smitty throwing down as you see them work their way through the chicanes on the back section of the course right now. 5.5 seconds between first and second place. Up next, we need race number 4. Race number 4, that is our vintage 550, 650, and 750 class. Race number 4 should be coming to the starting line. Again, 12 total races here this afternoon. Again, special thanks to all of our Laconia locals who came out and braved the weather to be out here with us today. And I'll tell you, Smitty on a tear out there right now. Once again, Ian Smith, your race leader. Smith again out of Hilton, Smitty's Automotive, JetX, Jet Pilot, Sea-Doo, Polaris, Race Lab, and Riva Racing. Well, to be coming to line. And don't forget the Laconia Little League concessions out there at the gate entrance. Lunch and dinner, they got Coke and mozzarella sticks, French fries. They've got popcorn. They got chips. They got bars. They got sunflower seeds. I'll be right. Lollipops, double bubble, airhead, Welsh gums. They've got it all at the Laconia Little League. So third place, I believe, is still Brito. Let's get into this. Edworthy turning in a 104 lap time to Smitty's 107 lap time on that last lap. So Edworthy trying to reel in Smitty right now. Still got a little ways to go. He's about 3.6 seconds behind Smitty right now as they work their way onto the top left-hand side of the track. And you can see your two leaders there. You can see the gap between first and second. So once again, Ian Smith, your race leader here, pro runabout class. Blue flag is coming out. I believe it's coming out for Brito that on the 147. That means the leaders are encroaching. Basically, what we used to say is if you get the blue flag thrown at you, that means there's a race going on and you're not in it. So you got to move out the way. So Smitty and Edwardy still doing battle. Smitty and Edwardy both going to the inside split right there. And let's take a look. Last lap around, Edwardy was about 3 seconds faster. This time, Smith a second faster on that lap, on that last lap, a second faster than Edwardy. So I think Smitty could feel the heat, goose the throttle, is back on the gas. Again, not too much to go here in race 3. You're watching the Pro Run-Up to Stock Class. Race number 4, Vintage Class, coming to the starting line. One thing I like about coming up here to the Northeast, man, oh man, you got a lot of vintage riders. We got 13 in the X2 class. I think we got like 10 here in the vintage 550, 650, 701, 750 class. As your leaders head on to the right-hand side of the track and work their way through some lap traffic. Looks like we're going to have her in between first and second possibly now. I see Edwardy trying last lap. Let's take a look at this. 1:04.5 Vinny, a 1:05.6 for Edwardy. So Smitty's getting fast here toward the end of the race. Once again, Ian Smith, sponsored by JetX and Darren at Hardin Company down there at Jet Pilot. And ladies and gentlemen, somebody say they wanted to see the sunshine again. All right, it looks like we're yeah. There's a little parting of the clouds right there. Checkered flag out. How about it for Ian Smith taking Moto number 4 victory here in the Pro Runabout class. Smitty taking the win. And in second place, it's going to be the Chicken Man, C477J Edwardy, who will end up with the overall, taking 3 wins between this morning and yesterday. Is it going to be Ian the overall? All right, so I'm getting some.
Got a cab, I just landed in LA. Sent you a text, I know it's a little late. Across the world, but you're just a flight away. Until you say, baby, I've been thinking about you every day. Just say the word, you and I could get away. Pack your bag and baby, let's go. To an island, hit the beach where we could lay low. Catch a flight and get away. Baby, we can get away.
In the Pro Runabout class. This is pretty cool stuff, man. I might have to get up here to Katanning, Pennsylvania, June 26th through 28th. I think I'm off that weekend. See if I can get up Pennsylvania for round number 2, man. I'm having so much fun here at round number 1. I don't want to leave. I love being with my A-ballers. All right, 901 did jump on the inside, it looked like. So it looked like, of course, sponsored by Kibble Sales, who is out of Katanning, where we're heading next, June 26th through 28th. From the inside split right there. We'll see if he can make it stick as they come back around. We'll go through the top three with you. Again, we have the opportunity. I'd like to say a special thanks to, I don't know, who is that that's downwind here? Jesus. I don't know who that is, but I'm floating. Right. We'd like to say a special thanks to HK Power Sports, Yamaha Wave Runners, the city of Laconia, the Naswell Resort, 94.1 FM, Mix 94.1, Getty Shine, the Cohen family, Decorative Interiors, the Black Tie Group, Lake Life Realty, the Dumpster Depot, Mr. Handsome, No Limits Metalworks, the Hot Slag Company, 595 Handling Solutions, and King Foundation Sealing, LLC. As here comes your race leader. I believe that should be Corsetti. That is Corsetti out in front. Corsetti followed by boat number 23. That is Patrick Sullivan, sponsored by GPO Jet Ski, Flower City Wraps, Madman Engineering, and Dirty Delta Performance. And taking a look back here, it's Corsetti, Sullivan, and you got another Sullivan, Steck, and Corson. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's Corsetti, Sullivan, Steck, and Corson. 1 through 5 right now. But Corsetti picking up I believe a couple of wins earlier. He is the points leader coming into this final race, sponsored by Kivik Cycle Sales out of Katanning. And again, we're going to be in Katanning, Pennsylvania, June 26th through 28th. We invite everybody to come out to round number 2. By the way, I'd like to say a special thanks to Dom and Jacob, who came out and volunteered their time this weekend. They're over here helping out with our live time scoring and the camera work and everything like that. So special thanks to Dom and Jacob. Of course, Pete, Terry, Burke, you guys rock. You guys rock. I love you guys. Your husband's crazy, though. Pete's crazy. He takes a helmet and goes out there during freestyle and lets people backflip over him. I ain't got no time for that. Corsetti, your race leader. Once again, coming up next, we need race number 5. Race number 5, we need you down to the starting line. That's a novice runabout, rec lights. Race number 5. Vintage X2 open. Race number 6, stand by. Looks like we got Zach Corsetti coming in a little bit early here. So Corsetti, who was your race leader, pulls off the track, and it's got the hood off the boat here in the pit area. That would move Sullivan into the lead. Patrick Sullivan out of Webster, your new race leader here, sponsored by GPO Jet Ski, Flower City Wraps, working his way onto the left-hand side of the track. Looks like he's headed toward the sunshine. Everybody else is headed toward the rain here. This is race number 4 that you're watching on water right now. This is our vintage 550, 650, 750 class. And coming up next, we got the novice runabout rec lights. Once again, novice runabout rec lights. Coming up next to the line, and then Vintage X2, race number 6. 12 total races for us this afternoon. Hey, by the way, there shouldn't be any swimming going on, just so you know. If you got some children over here on the right-hand side of the track, while the track is hot, while there's people out there racing, there shouldn't be any swimming going on. And again, we appreciate your cooperation in advance. Thank you. Lots of places to swim, but not here. There is a cove right behind us. Right, okay. So that's where I should go swimming. I'll be right back. Who's got my Speedo? I know you guys were gonna give me an East Coast, East Coast watercross Speedo from what I understand. So I could only wear that in Europe. Dave. Don't threaten me with a good time. Right. I'll take the extra small. Great to see my Canadian friends down here south of the border. Davidson, Edworthy, Sarsinski, all you guys. My buddies, my pals. You know, you kind of become a part of the people that you hang out with. I don't know if that's good or bad. I hang out at the beach all the time. So Core City, I'm talking to him down here. You see the hood off the boat and everything down here is his exhaust came off. That's why he pulled off the track. He was in the lead, pulled off the track, trying to fix the exhaust, maybe get back out there, salvage some last minute points as the white flag comes out. Only one more lap to go here in this one. Oh yeah. Who is the real Slim Shady? Are you the real Slim Shady? Ha ha ha. Alrighty. The clouds are parting, baby. That's right. Time to get the tanning butter back out. It kind of reminds me of Florida. If you don't like the weather, wait about 15 minutes. It's going to change. Hey, how y'all doing? Nice to see y'all. Is that the King family down there? That's my crew down there, the King. Now, you understand, did you guys hear that I re-nicknamed Matt? Matt is now going to be known as the Vanilla Gorilla. All right. So here we go, getting ready to go here with another Red Lights class, and I believe this is, the King is down there, the Vanilla Gorilla down on the line right now. Woohoo! We're having fun in Laconia. Hey, by the way, where's the party tonight? Because I don't have to fly out till 5 in the morning. I'm good for all night, till 2. Where is the party on Sunday nights in Laconia? So I can tell my Uber driver. Novice runabout wreck. Julia's had a fantastic weekend so far. Julia Kapilsawasi for the Vanilla Gorilla. Boat number 67 is Devin Fowler. 747 Sean Sullivan, who is another Laconia local. Boat number 3, Cora Harvey. And boat number 13 is Tori Baumeister. That rounds out your field of competitors here for race number 6. Halfway through the second half of the day. Need a holder? We need a holder down here. If somebody could help out. Rider down there, boat number 67, looking for a holder. If somebody could help him out all the way on the outside split. All the way on the outside split. Once again, help out your fellow racers. All right, looks like we are just finishing up here with the vintage class. Coming up next, we've got the runabout wreck lights. Matt King, the defending champion. Oh no. Dave Davidson, I don't know where you're at, but I just seen you in an East Coast watercross thong, and it's burned in my memory now. Come on, Davidson. You're over 50 years old. We don't wear thongs anymore.
Not quite, not done it again.
Come on, man. A Keyshawn Johnson moment. All right, getting set to go here. Runabout rec lights as Corsetti pulls out. Hopefully you get that exhaust fixed, buddy. Congratulations. Great job this weekend, though. 3 wins for Corsetti. As we get set to go here. Matt, I believe, good on the outside. Julia, she's got to be one of the ones to watch. She's on the powder blue and yellow Yamaha. And that is that's pole position on the outside. Again, it's a left-handed track, but they're starting off going to the right, so it's a little confusing for a lot of folks, but not for me. I've seen this before. We can make this happen. So I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching the outside here to start with. So we'll let you know. You got the Vanilla Gorilla, and you got Julia over there. Julia's had a fantastic weekend on book number 94. Definitely one to keep your eyes on. 6 riders here in the novice runabout red lights. Coming up next, this is I believe race number 5, race number 6, Vintage X2 Open. Will be coming up next as we are set to go. Riders told to fire up their engines. Wilcox doesn't like what he sees. He says, hey, bring him back, bring him back. That imaginary starting line here. Again, we're using the horn and the lighting system with East Coast Watercross. And I'll tell you what, East Coast Watercross, always the innovators, never the imitators. And they are 3 wide on the outside. Looks like King and Julia come out in front. Looks like Julia on the outside right now. King getting out the broom, sweeping hard. He is the defending champion. Meanwhile, we had a spark on the inside trying to get a number. These sparks are tough because the way that their decks are built, their top decks are built, it's hard for us announcers to see them. And that's one of the things that we like to see too. You know, I mean, another one of the innovations that I see a lot of promoters doing now is that they give you a life vest or a vest cover, if you will, that has your name and number on it. And that is magic for those of us guys that have to talk about you folks. Uh-oh, we got a rider down, rider off the boat over here, left-hand side of the track. I don't know who would want to go for a swim in this water because I heard the water's about 36 degrees. And that's colder than my ex-girlfriend. Ooh. Oh, so you guys know her. So Julia is your race leader. I believe that's Max back there in second. And then we got the Spark back there in third. Still going to try to get a number on that Spark. Once again, this is race number 5, your runabout red lights class. Your current race leader is Julia. Julia turning in a time of 1:27 change. King turning in a time of 1:33, 5.2 seconds behind Julia right now as they work their way through the SBT start-finish line. That is Julia on the blue boat. She is your race leader. And there is King. What's that? Tori's in third. That's a girl that. Okay, so this girl came out for practice. She came out to watch practice the other day, and now she is currently in third place. She was sitting over here on the stands. We talked her into racing. We talked her into racing on Friday afternoon, and she is currently in third place behind Matt right now. That is that's pretty awesome. Hey, by the way, I'd like to say a special thanks to our good friends from Gate Drop Energy Gummies. Check out the Gate Drop Energy Gummies. Delicious taste, natural caffeine, no junk ingredients, and dosable and portable. Tell you what, man, it's only about $1.13 for one of these packs of Gate Drop Gummies, whereas you're going to spend about $3.50 on an energy drink. So take care of the people who are taking care of our sport. Gate Drop Gummies, one of our proud sponsors here in Laconia. Pretty cool. Got a new racer. First race, plan on racing. We kind of called bully the other day. She said I bullied her into it. I'm like, no, girl, you just wanted to do it. Julia Kapelawaska turning in a 124.503 lap time that last time around. King with a 127 lap time that last time around. He is 8 seconds right now behind your race leader. And then you got Baumeister turning in a 133.333. First race ever in third place. Boy, I'll tell you, that is going to be one excited young lady if she hits the podium tonight. So cool to get new people involved. I mean, they just came to watch practice, and all of a sudden they're out there racing. That is what it's all about. That's what the Personal Watercraft family is all about. We're glad that Tori decided to become a part of our family. So Dave Davidson. Dave, are you going to be modeling? Are you going to be modeling the East Coast Watercross song later on today, maybe for the awards or something? Yeah, it's a trailer show only. It's back at the motorhome. Mama came down and showed me that picture. I'm forever scarred. White flag out for Julia. Only one more lap to go. And Julia, I'll tell you what, dicing up the competition. And here comes Matt. Boat number 24, Matt King. By the way, I'd like to say a special thanks to that whole team, the King family and everything. T-shirts yesterday, everything like that. Thank you all very much. You guys are great, man. I love that you guys come out and, in packs and stuff like that. I mean, that's what it's all about, I mean, nothing is more infectious than a smile. And you guys have been smiling all weekend, so I love it. And thank you for dropping the hammer with us here in Laconia. Your race leaders working on to the left-hand side of the track. Julia catching up to the back of the pack right now. King still right there, the Vanilla Gorilla. In second. Once again, race number 6, Vintage X2. Race number 6, Vintage X2. Should be coming up to the starting line. Vintage X2, we need you to the starting line. Checkered flag should be coming out. And Julia in line for another checkered flag. Congratulations to Miss Julia taking the win here in the Rec Lights class. Turning in a 127.955 lap time that last time around. Julia Kapelawaska, your winner. King coming through in second. 10 seconds behind the leader. Sullivan in third right now. As that will complete our runabout Rec Lights class. And we are moving on to the Vintage X2. Vintage X2 up next. So once again, Vintage X2 will be coming up. We'll be right back with you in just a couple of moments, folks. All right, right on the fire up there. As we get set to go here with the Vintage X2 class. Number 57, Daniel Clark. 7 is Kayla Flitzka. Vote number 2, Doug Wintle. 808 is Chris Crash of Van Way Jr. Vote number 11, Warren Burke. Vote number 3, Carl Hausch. And vote number 147, Travis Britto. All right, some Vintage X2. 2-stroke, no smoke in the air. Kayla dice out with number 37 on the inside. 37, I believe, with the whole shot on the inside. That is 57, Daniel Clark. As you can see, your leaders head on to the left-hand side of the track. Looks like Kayla settled into about that 4 spot. Easy to pick out with that pink X2. We'll get some more numbers for you as they come back around. You're watching the Vintage X2 Open Class. This is race number 6 of the afternoon. Race number 7 should be coming to the line. That's the novice runabout 1100 limited. Once again, novice runabout 1100 limited. You should be coming to the starting line. See, I told you I ordered the sunshine. See what's happening? That's right. Bring sunshine. Vintage X2 lap time is going to be a little bit, as this is a vintage class. Looks like that's Clark. That is up in front right now. In the second position. You got Flitzka, Wintle, Van Way Jr., and 5th now. With Clark out in front. Once again, Daniel Clark, privateer. Boat number 57, who is your race leader out there. Again, this is race number 6. 12 total races for us this afternoon. Got about 6 more to go, folks. And after we'll wait 30 minutes and go directly into awards. So it's paced right here. Should be done around 3:15, 3:30 or so, and that would mean awards would be probably 3:45 o'clock. Everybody out of here in a decent hour. I know that a lot of people have to travel, so we're doing what we can to just to make things streamlined for everybody. Hey, by the way, thanks to all you racers, man. You guys are doing a great job getting to the line on time, being on time, and everything is going really, really smoothly at this point. So, again, thank you to the racers, and thanks to the Laconia locals that came out to support the event. We sure do appreciate you coming out and checking us out. Alrighty, back to your leaderboard here. We got Clark still out in front. Burke has moved up into 2nd. Burke turning in a 1:39, 1:35 lap time. And catching up to Clark, we got Whittle back there in 3rd. Flitzka rounding out your top 4. So Kayla out there dicing it up with the boys. She's on the pink X2 out there, currently sitting in the 4th place position. 1st place now working toward the top left-hand side of the track, and that is Daniel Clark. So Clark, your early race leader. And again, I'd like to say a special thanks to our local sponsors here with the SBT East Coast Watercross Tour, HK Power Sports, Yamaha Wave Runners, the City of Laconia, the Nashville Resort, Mix 94.1 FM, Getty Shine, the Cohen family, Decorative Interiors, the Black Tie Group, Lake Life Realty, the Dumpster Depot, Mr. Handsome, No Limits Metalworks, the Hot Slide Company, 595 Handling Solutions, and the King Foundation Ceiling. So that is our, those are our local sponsors here, and we sure do appreciate them because we can't do events like this without all the locals helping out. I listen to this song right here, and all I can think about is the mosh pit. Yeah, exactly. We're too old for that stuff anymore. I'll break a hip. So there come your two leaders through. Clark and Burke still running 1 and 2 right now. And we got Mama Burke right here. Mama Burke, how are you doing watching your boy out there?
I'm just watching it now. Daniel's on the inside, Daniel's on the inside, Warren's on the outside, and they were so close coming out of that split last time. I'm just waiting to see what they're gonna do this time. He's ahead of him now. I think Warren might, I don't know, it's gonna be close coming out of the split. Look at him coming. Oh, Daniel got him again. Inside, outside.
Gotta love it, gotta love it. Got Miss Terry Burke up here. That's her boy that's out there racing, only 14 years old, and currently sitting in second place, but he is Dyson. He's trying to get to that first place position right now. He's got Clark in front of him, and they are real close in lap times. Burke right now only 2.2 seconds behind Clark. Wendell still in third, Flitzka in fourth. Van Way Jr. back in the 5th spot. So those are your top 5 as we are just about halfway through here with the X2 Open class. Coming up next, we got the Novice Runabout, the 1100 Limited, the Nervous Runabout, 700 Limited. No, it's the Novice Runabout 700 Limited, folks, as the white flag comes out here for the X2s. The Ski Pro-Am Lights, race number 8, stand by. We got 7. 7 should be on the line. 8 should be standing by in pre-staging. So once again, the flag out for your leaders. The Vanilla Gorilla, Matt. How you doing, man? A second place, man. You got to feel pretty good about that here in your hometown.
Oh, absolutely. I'm stoked. That was a fun race. Sun's out now. So, yeah, no complaints. Life's good.
See, you know, I nicknamed you that because you remind me of a good friend of mine that's been in the sport. You know, he was in the sport, 40 years ago. And we used to call him the Vanilla Gorilla. Named Chad Cole, lives out in Utah. But you're always smiling around you. You got, just a great vibe to be around you. So Vanilla Gorilla for sure. So is that okay? Am I allowed to use it?
Oh, I love it. I think that's a home run nickname. I'm sure that's gonna stick.
I love it, man. Second place out there this week. Not bad, probably not what you wanted, but that Julia girl, man, she's fast.
She's incredible. She rips. I mean, just watching her race, trying to take obviously whatever line she's in, whereas she's good. I was impressed.
Full team here. Anybody for bringing you out this weekend?
Just definitely all the crazies in Laconia and Motocross. Sick event, and can't wait for next year.
I'll tell you, Matt, we appreciate you coming out, man. Thanks again, man. Great racing. We'll see you on the podium later tonight. Hey, don't forget, we are headed to Katanning, Pennsylvania, June 26th through 28th. That's going to be our next round, followed by Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, July 10th through 12th. Plattsburgh, New York. We're going to be there July 31st through August 2nd in Sylvan Beach. We're going to end our tour August 28th through 30th. And that will be Sports. Da-da-da. A Little League concession stand open. If you guys get a little hungry, a little thirsty, stop on there. Checkered flag here for our ECW class. There by boat number 57. That was Clark who took the win. Burke taking a second. Plitzka coming through in third. Van Wee Jr. coming through in fourth. Until we'll round out your top five here in the Vintage X2. Had 13 X2s signed up. 13 X2s. How about that, man? I'll tell you, last time I seen that many X2s online, I think it was 1994. So it is definitely been a couple of years. As it looks like we've got another classes coming up, an 1100 class. As I take a look down here at my Moto sheets, yes it is a novice runabout red lights. This is fourth and final Moto. I'm sorry. This is race number 7. This is the novice runabout 1100 limited. New is 1100 class. Should have boat number 210, Tanner Battle. Boat number 315, Robert Targos. Boat number 427, Brody 7. 88 is Tully Zipkin. Boat number 125, Josh Leclerc. Boat number 82, John Bick. And boat number 47, Gilbert Gergely. Again, I'd like to say a special thanks to the 26 Watercross Tour sponsors, Short Block Technologies, Pro Watercross, Lake Shin, Fuel One Solutions, Charles Bouchard Photography, Aerial Flicks, 10mm photo, Factory Fade, Amber Recovery, Integrated Technologies, Pro Rider Magazine, Hammerhead Tactical, Webworks, IJSBA, Extreme Team, and Cabrera Motorsports.
Yeah, I was just telling them, you guys are killing it. This is the best stream I've ever seen. So, excellent job.
I love to hear that.
Fantastic. Anything? A couple more motos? We're out for the day.
I think one. How much wait is it until we do the?
Usually it's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
That was plenty of time. Okay.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know where they're putting it. Is it somewhere where they say?
I want to put this up and get that in.
Alrighty, let's. And I've got the craziest friends. Why are my friends sending videos from Thailand? I took a turned down the wrong sheet. That's the video I just got. I don't know what to do with it. Speechless. All right. Waltzing about 1100 Limited is getting ready to take off down the line. Battle, Tagars, got the 7, Zivkin, Laconia, and Gurley taking 2 wins yesterday. I believe Gurley took it earlier in Moto 3 today. So it looks like 125 on the inside. And look at this battle as they come out of the splits right now. Drag race on the top left-hand track. Again, they come out of the lit. Right-hand side of the merge, you see the white sausage buoys out there. Just on the left-hand side of the scoring tower, all the way across the lake. That is the merge buoy. Again, if you start on the outside, you have to go on the right-hand side of that merge buoy. If you start on the inside, you have to go on the left-hand side. All right, the green flag is out. We like to see that. So it's a 125, Josh Leclerc, your race leader, sponsored by Blue Can Racing, Jet Trim, Showtime Freestyle, and Grandma's Garage. So Leclerc, we got Batzel back there in third position. Leclerc turning in a 1 minute 22nd lap time that last time around. Second place, Batzel, about 3.5 seconds behind your race leader. Well, again, you're watching a novice runabout, 1100 Limited. Pro-Am Ski Lights, Pro-Am Ski Lights. You're up next. Once again, Pro-Am Ski Lights. Race number 8, you're coming up next. Also, folks, I believe we got Sips and Dips in the house. They got iced coffee, lattes, dirty soda, squeeze lemonade. Underneath the turquoise tent, down on the right-hand side of the pits near the entrance. Guys starting to get a little bit thirsty. Maybe need a little caffeine, need a little boost. Stop on down at Sips and Dips. Front section, he did the 7, the back section, a 4-1 in the inner split, 22 seconds, 22.7 seconds. So that's what he is looking like right now. Josh Leclerc, he is your race leader. Tanner Batzel, last lap around, turning in at 121.515, about 3 seconds slower than Leclerc. Gabor Gurley turning in a 122.226. Again, Gabor with 2 wins yesterday on boat number 47. Mert Targos sitting in the fourth position. He turned in 126.050, and John Vick in fifth turned in 128.476. As far as lap times go on that last lap around. So they're ruling the roost right now in the runabout class. Once again, Pro-Am Ski Lights, Pro-Am Ski Lights, race number 8. We need you to the starting line. Once again, Pro-Am Ski Lights, race number 8. We need you to the starting line. Thank you. Alrighty, once novice run about 1100 on the track right now, and it's a Josh LeClaire show. Claire again running past lap. He's running under a 120 every lap. 19,937 at last time, but he hasn't even hit 120 yet. So LeClaire on the tear out there. Tanner Batsold with the 120 on that last lap and a 124.70 for Gabor trying to reel in Batsold right now. Meanwhile, the white flag comes out for LeClaire. Less than a lap to go. Your race leader. Again, coming up next, it's the Pro-Am Ski Lights. Pro-Am Ski Lights coming up next. It is race number 3. Race number 9 is the Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Limited. So 8 should be on the line, and 9, time for you to start getting your wetsuit on, get your helmet together, and get on down to pre-staging as we are currently under the white flag here in race number 7. Novice Runabout 1100 Limited. LeClaire is your race leader. I got Tori up here with me. You guys heard me talking about Tori. She was the one, she came and she watched us practice. She's just a Laconia local, came, watched us practice. I bullied her into racing. What did you think about that last race, girl? In 3rd place. Oh.
I know. Last race, probably my best one.
Oh, and now you're just getting to go out and you got to start seeking sponsors and stuff like that. A 3rd place finish, I'll tell you what, that's the kind of stuff that'll get you sponsors.
I hope so. We'll see.
Then you don't have to spend your own money.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Well, congratulations. It's a great job, Tori. Thanks for being a part of our family. All right. That is going to do it. Looks like it'll win. Batsold second. Early. Going to round out your top 3 here in this novice runabout 1100 limited class. Coming up next, we got Pro-Am Ski Lights. And down on line, boat number 782 is Ben Corsetti. 595, Sebastian Ox. Boat number 316, Austin Jones. Boat number 595, Kelly Wilcox. 75 is Chris Dashko. For 7, Mike Bryce. Boat number 927 is John Rice. Boat number 327, Austin Brown. And 13 is James Hager. And Tyler LeClaire will be on boat number 51. Josh LeClaire taking a win this last race. Tyler LeClaire racing in the next one. our guys from Gate Drop Gummies. They take that's in need of Gate Drop Gummies right now. And she needs some Gate Drop Gummies so she can stay up for the rest of the races. So Nina, I hope you get a good rest at 4 p.m. Here we go. Back out to the race course with the Pro-Am ski license pack of ski racers out here. Corsetti doing earlier today. Inside. It looks like Austin Jones on the outside right now. And it's going to drag races. You see him coming through. Jones on the white boat, 3:16 out of Buffalo, New York. And he will settle to second place. Wilcox grabbing the whole shot as they work on the 8, the Pro-Am ski lights. We need race 9. Come on down to the line. Sebastian Wilcox, your early leader, Austin Jones. Pro-Am run about 1,100 limited. Oh, that's I tell you what, that was a great race today. Fun race earlier today to the starting line. Once again, Nino, wake up. Wake up, it's 4 o'clock yet. Paps. All right, Cox. Sebastian Wilcox, a lot of you folks may not know. He's kind of a local boy. He's just from right up the street in Franklin, New Hampshire. But he is one of New Hampshire's only. One of your guys out there, Sebastian Wilcox. Boat number 59, New Hampshire. Mr. Van Wee, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Ended up in 4th place, man. You was able to work your way through the pack. Great job in that X2 class.
Yeah, it was a good race. I mean, out and worked my way back up into the pack.
That's pretty cool, man. Anybody you want to thank for bringing you out this weekend?
I'd like to thank my dad especially for bringing me out here and getting me into the sport. I'd like to thank my sponsors for helping me.
Fantastic, man. Great job. We'll see you on the podium. All righty, once again, podium celebration coming up after race number 12, ladies and gentlemen. Ceremony. And then nobody here locally, except for Sean. And Sean's always too busy. So I got to find out where to go to party tonight. We'll figure it out. That's right, man. I like to cut the rug. I ain't that. Wilcox, still your race leader. 595. As I take a look, so you got Wilcox, Corsetti, Jones back in 3rd. Then you got Kelly Leclerc running in the top 5. He is on boat number 51. So those are your top 5. Wilcox, Corsetti, Jones, Wilcox, and Leclerc. By the way, any of you, anybody race fans want to come up and check it out, man, we've got the live stream. It's being right here at the merch booth. And speaking of merch, man, we got a lot of shirts. We've got the East Coast Water Crest Cruise. We've got stickers. We got all kinds of great stuff. We've even got shoes from Jet Tribe. We got Power Eyewear. All kinds of cool stuff up here. Remember to support those who support the sport. as your leader. Technology, start finish line, Sebastian Wilcox. Wilcox, that last time around, turning in a 1 flat. Again, coming up next, we need race number 9. Race number 9, that's another one of our runabout classes. This is the one with Davidson, Edworthy, and Smitty. The Battle also in the next one. So once again, race number 9 runabout class up next. And some great racing in that class yesterday. Less than a boat length, separating first in place in Moto number 2 yesterday. Huh. Okay, so you're going to put this right in front of me, right? Thanks, guys. This concludes. Did you see what they did to me? I'm young enough, I move around. I'll walk. I'll do it. And I'll tell you, I've been in for almost 40 years now, but I had a banner put up right to me while announcing. Bring a bigger, yeah, exactly. Or at least cut some holes in it so I can see. So once again, Will Coggle, your race leader out there. This is race number 8 or 9, runabout class coming to the. Got everybody, glad everybody can come out and spend your Sunday afternoon. As you guys came yesterday, thanks for spending Saturday with us too. We sure do appreciate it here at the Short Block Technologies East Coast Watercross Series, brought to you by Liqui Moly. Wilcox, I believe it was Kelly that just went through, in the 4th place. His son sitting in 1st place, who is down the inside of the track on pretty. Again, special thank Limits Metalworks, Moto Options, Cabrera Motorsports, Team 595 Handling Solutions, JetX, FactoryFade.com, Pro Rider, HK Power Sports, Hamburg Floor Covering, Extreme Center, the Hot Slag Company, Global Integrated Technologies, Yamaha Wave Runners. Special thanks to Hammerhead Tactical, Liqui Moly, SBT, the IJSBA, and Global Integrated Technologies. Knuckles, buddy, how you doing? All right. Back to timeout. All right, once again, coming up next, race number 9, or race 9. One, two. Ah, yeah. A little bit of Zach Brown for everybody up here. We going south the Mason-Dixon line. A little Zach right now. Sebastian Wilcox taking the win here. Followed by Corsetti. Novice ski lights class. $10.50 class, if you will. Jones come through, I believe, in the third. Nice job there by Austin Jones. Oh, yeah. Sponsored by Jet X out of Canada. Is JF. Boat number 72. I'm sorry, Jet Pilot. Sea-Doo, Polaris, Race Lab, and 92, Todd Sarsinski out of Buffalo, New York. Sponsored by Museum. Jet Performance, Riva, Hebler Sales, and Freedom Race. Boat number 21C, Dave Davidson out of Burlington Museum. And rounding out the field on boat number 69 is Co Batsold out of Walcott, New York, riding the top Sea-Doo, sponsored by the Westbury Lumber Company. Diamond Collision, Patty Scott Goggles, and Renthal. Battled it out in Moto number 2. Last Moto, first thing a little bit early, got called and had to start with a dead engine. So him and Tarsinski battled it out for that third spot in the third Moto. So what is going to happen here? This is the fourth and final Moto. Pro-Am and Batsold. It looked like Sarsinski got a good start here on the outside split, side by side with Davidson. Davidson takes a look over his shoulder. On the inside, boat number 72, Ian Smith on the inside with the whole shot. On the outside, I believe that was Sarsinski. Drag race down here in the top left-hand side of the track. Inside, outside, coming from the splits and merging together right after the white sausage booth right there. Deck to deck, bar to bar. Wave busting action right here in Laconia. Remember to wake up for the award ceremony. I know that she was taking a nap over there a little bit earlier, so make sure that you wake up for the awards. As we can look out there, and it looks like it is Edworthy. I see Smitty, I believe, back in second right now on the yellow Sea-Doo, boat number 72. Smitty will be coming off of the inside split, and I think it's Sarsinski in the third place position. Fourth place going down real quick. Might have pulled a lanyard that it was getting ready to come out of the split. Meanwhile, we got a yellow flag here from course Marshal Randy down in the track. It looks like Cove that went down, boat number 69. It is down in the center of the track now. So it is Eddie out in front. Meanwhile, we got some yellow flags out on the track. And that's Sarsinski that is back there in the third position. I believe that's Davidson that's actually in second right now. So you got the Davidson, Sarsinski, 1, 2, 3. And meanwhile, we got another yellow flag, a rider down all the way on the left-hand side of the track. I'm not sure if that's Smitty or not, but by process of elimination, yes, it is. And it looks like he's coming in on the hook. We got other rider. That's great if you're fishing, but not jet ski racing. Right? right. Just saying, you know. I've been on a party boat before. By the way, that's a good idea. We ought to rent a tiki boat tonight. We ought to go for a ride on. Meanwhile, you got Edworthy out in front. Davidson in second, and those two were battling it out in Moto number 2. Meanwhile, looking for. And there's Sarsinski there. Todd, I believe, the owner of the BRP Museum in Buffalo, New York. I don't know, BRP is Bombardier Recreational Products, for those of you who don't know, and that means he's got a bunch of Sea-Doos. He's got a whole warehouse full of Sea-Doos from the original one. I remember, I think the original Sea-Doo was called, it was back in, I think it was 1968, and it was called the Bumblebee, and 232 cc's of raw horsepower. Now they're making 325 horsepower boat lock out of the box, the Sea-Doo RX PX 300. And that is what your race leader on right now, Jay Edney. Once again, we need race number 10, women's runabout. We need to the starting line is here. Race leader approaching the short block technology start-finish line and through the checkered buoys. That is Edworthy. Edworthy only about a 3-skid lead right now over Davidson. Davidson's going to take the inside split. Edworthy to the outside. Let's see if Davidson can make up some there on the inside as he works his way through the chicanes on the inside. Meanwhile, course marshal Randy bringing in Smitty. A break for Smith right there. So I'm looking, Davidson, I don't know, maybe picked up maybe about a half a second or so on your race leader, Edworthy. Once again, still a lot of time left as your race leaders work their way around the sweeper, the bottom left-hand or top left-hand side of the track as we view it from the beach here. Once again, coming out and being a part of this amazing race site. Once again, somebody wake up Nina. Awake. Nina is awake. By the way, Bill Duggan, we found your missing glasses lens at the announcer's booth. If you need to pick up your missing glasses lens, please work your way up here again. By the way, everything you hear from me is unofficial. We just having fun late today. Beautiful Sunday. Beautiful weekend, man. weekend of racing up here in Laconia. So glad to. Edworthy's race leader, Davidson, still chasing him down as they work their way onto the left side of the track, and around the point they go. Let's take a look. They put a banner up over. Got to walk around. We doing Beer Dart out in only 3 seconds behind is Davidson. Edworthy in a 1:18 time. Last lap. Davidson turned in a 1. So Davidson's getting quicker here as we head toward the latter stage of this one. Again, this year we're watching race number 9, women's runabout. Will be coming up next. That is race number 10. 12 total races for everybody today. Current time on deck, it's about 14:37. So one of your leaders headed right to left down that back section of the course, headed toward the top left-hand side. That is first and second place, Edworthy and Davidson. The Canadian dynamic duo right now, both sponsored by FedEx. And I believe they're both also sponsored by Hamburg Floor Covering. And the owner of Hamburg Floor Covering is actually third place. So maybe he votes and not just saying, you know, I mean. All right, there is your race leader, the Chicken Man, Jay Edworthy. We call him the Chicken Man because he actually works on a chicken farm. Believe it or not. Jay been racing for, I believe, just over 30 years with us around the world. Always good to see Jay out here. Vital Davidson, both of them are in the 50 and over group. Known both of these guys for probably well over 30 years. We've been racing together just with them two. You can see how close they're still. Right back there on the top left-hand side of the track. Davidson not giving up, man. He's waiting for a slip, trip, a bobble, anything from Edworthy. Both of those guys are what I call, like I said earlier, man, the blue-collar racers, man. They bring their lunchbox to the racetrack, man. And they are here to do work. And that is what it's all about. Once again, women's runabout, race number 10 should be coming up next. 3 more to go for everybody out there. No white flag for Edward. Good news for Davidson in second. Once again, last lap around 117 for Edworthy, 1:8 for Davidson. Davidson right now 4.1 seconds behind Edworthy. Sinski's in third right now, turned in a 1:21.378 time that last time around. Again, folks, if you miss us on tour, if you'd like to miss on tour, next stop going to be Katanning, Pennsylvania, and that is going to be 26th through 28th. It'll be followed by Pennsylvania. We're going to be there July 10th through 12th. Plattsburgh, New York. We'll be there July 31st through August 2nd, and then we're going to be in Sylvan Beach, New York, August 28th, please, as we circumnavigate the United Watercross Tour bus. Once again, women's runabout coming up next. Women's runabout is coming up next. It looks like right now Edworthy's actually put a little distance, a little separation now between first and second place. Trying to turn this one into a snoozer as Edworthy getting past some lap traffic on the back section of the track. So Edworthy having a great race out here. I believe if he stays where he's at, he will be standing on top of the box tonight. E. Big shout out to Aerial Flicks. You guys need some holders down there? Is that what you're looking for? Need a couple holders. Need two holders. Two holders. You got anybody that could help out your fellow racer? We need a couple holders down on the line. Again, if you need a holder, hold your hand up. Pete's coming down. He's going to help out too. Need 3 holders? One more holder. We need one more. One more holder. We got any else? Anybody wet? Anybody could help out their fellow racer? Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. He's coming from the left-hand side. Perfect. My name's Mike, and I'm here to help. All right, runabout. Me, spin the J. Edwards. The checkered flag comes out for the Chicken Man. J. Edworthy out of Ontario, Canada, will take the win, sponsored by JetX. Dave Davidson coming through in skin. Dave out of Billington, Ontario, Canada. So a pair of Canadians taking 1 and 2 here in the pro runabout class. Third place going to be boat number 92. It's the green machine right there. Todd Sarsinski, owner of the ERP museum that I was talking about just a couple of moments ago. Already women's runabout 1100 limited down on line. We have boat number 96. That is Julia Chapaluga out of Derry, New Hampshire. Boat number 125 Burner from East Haddam, Connecticut. Sponsored by the Blue Can Racing team, as well as the Clark Group, Track Tail, and Computerized. Boat number 13, Cora Harvey. Boat number 427, Samantha 7. And boat number 7 is Sue Zipkin, sponsored by Energy Technologies, Sweet Brother Water Sports, Beer Dart, and Wetworks. Pulling 6 minutes plus a lap here in the women's runabout, the 1100 Moto number 4. Current time on deck, it's 14:45. Already, once again, women's runabout to 11 today. We'll let you know who the leaders are as they come back past our start-finish line. Once again, coming up next, race number 11, the Pro-Am Ski GP. Pro-Am Ski GP, the starting line. Once again, that is race number 11, number 12, stand waves the green flag from the tower. Julia grabbing another hold out of Derry, New Hampshire. I believe that's Sue back there in second. Sue Zipkin, sponsored by Global Integrated Technologies. And in the third spot, it looks like boat number 47, Samantha 7. So you got Julia out in front right now. So Julia turning in a 129.099. Sue Zipkin with a 139.759. That's the way stack up right now. 1, 2, and 3. By the way, just as a reminder, after your second moto, make sure that you come into tech. You turn in transponders. Appreciate you in advance for all that. Julia making another pass through the SBT start-finish line. Once again, in Clearwater, Florida, go to shopsbt.com and support those who support. And nobody does it like Greg and CJ down there in SBT. Once again, Pro-Am GP coming up next. Pro-Am Ski GP should be coming up next. That'll be followed by the Super Chick Class final race of the day. Once again, just a couple more to go. Julia ruling this class right now. Women's runabout, 1100 limited. Taking a win a little earlier today in another one of our 1100 classes. Julia once again out of Derry, New Hampshire. Coming up next, Pro Ski P coming up next. And Julia working the outside split. Currently, second place going to the inside. And I believe that was Katie. Katie to the inside. Julia posting a 128 change on that last lap, a 131. Katie. And then we've got Cora back there in fourth, Samantha 7, 427, rounding out your top 5 as we head into the latter stages of this one. Once again, race number 11. You should be down on the starting line. Race number 11. That is our Pro Ski GP class. You should be down on the starting line. We got the Super Chicken coming up in race number 12, Super Chicken class. And in about 30 minutes after race number 12, we'll come up here to the East Coast Watercross compound, where we'll be doing our award ceremony. Wake up, Laconia. That was like a wake-up call right there. Starts that boat, that bullet boat. And I see Julia pulling off the track. Congratulations, Julia, taking first place there on boat number 96. GP. Boat number 24, Charles Gunchard. Boat number 114 is Sean Dudek. From right here in Laconia, sponsored by Commander Industries, No Limits Metal Works, The Hot Slag Company, Gate Drop Gummies, and Sure Can USA. 7:30 out of Ellington, Connecticut, riding atop of Commander. Sponsored by Guamali. Commander, Duncan Racing, The Hot Slag Company, No Limits Metal Works. Jet Pilot, Emergency Money Racing, Earthlight Techniques, Wet Works, Champion Power Sports, Sevens Long Service, Milikowski's Cafe, and Global Tech Braden 7. And rounding number 595, Wilcox out of Franklin. And he is sponsored by No Limits, The Hot Slag Company, Jet Trim, Jet Force Racing, and that's overtime. That rounds out your field here in our Pro-Am Ski GP. All right, once again, fastest boats, fastest skis, stand-ups that you're going to see on the water. Gunchard and Dudek starting side by side. Looks like Dudek got a better jump. Gunchard will have a position as they work to the inside split. Dudek getting out the broom, sweeping hard. Once again, deck to deck with Gunchard. Gunchard taking a win in Moto number 3. Dudek taking a win in Moto number 2. I believe it was Wilcox that took the win in Moto number 1, so still a lot of points on the line. Dudek coming from the inside. Again, it's going to be a drag race from the inside and outside splits. I know Wilcox had to run his 1050 a little earlier today. I don't know if they've got the 1500 Commander running. We'll figure that out as soon as they come around the corner. Once again, this is race number 11, race number 12, final race of the weekend, final race of round number 1. We're going to need you to the starting line. Once again, Super Chicken class. You are coming up next. And about 30 minutes after the Super Chicken class, we will go into our award ceremony. It is going to be Wilcox. Sebastian Wilcox out in front, followed by Dudek on the 114, Bouchard on boat number 24, and 7 rounding out your top 4 on boat number 730. That's the way they stack up 1 through 4 here at the end of lap number 1. Nice hole shot there by Wilcox. Alrighty, once again, I'd like to say a special thanks to some of our Laconia locals and Laconia local sponsors. They include HK Power Sports, Yamaha Wave Runners, the City of Laconia, the National Resort, Mix 94.1, Getty Shine, the Cohen family, Decorative Interiors, the Black Tie Group, Lake Life Realty, the Dumpster Depot, Mr. Handsome, No Limits Metalworks, the Hot Slide Company, 595 Handling Solutions, and King Foundation Sealing. And speaking of King Foundation Sealing, I just got to, I got to remind Nina, you're going to stay up for one more hour. Nina Paps, you're going to stay up for one more hour. You're not allowed to take a nap until 4 o'clock. That's what I was told. Vanilla Gorilla told me to tell you. You're not allowed to nap till 4 o'clock. That's after the awards. Thank you. All right, back out to the GP class. And there is your race leader, Will Cox, boat number 595. It looks like he's got his 1500 Commander back. You see a lot of these holes that you're taking a look at out here. These are all aftermarket holes. You got Commanders, you got Bullets, you got Fast Power Sports, and you got Pro Force. And all the engines, though, in these boats, for the most part, I think, except for Seven, I think Seven's on the 1050. I think he's on the Yamaha 1050 right now. He's on a 4-stroke Yamaha, but all these engines are pretty much 1500cc Kawasaki engines. Carbon fiber hulls, decks, built lower to the water, lower center of gravity, makes them a little bit faster. But it's great to see all the aftermarket hulls coming into the business. Once again, race number 12, Super Chicken class. Going to be the final race of the day. Should be coming to the starting line. Once again, the chickens are coming to the starting line.
How's it looking, Pete? Aerial Flex is doing pretty good.
I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with Dudek right now. Dudek going to go to the outside split, Wilcox ran to the inside. But Dudek not giving up. He's still got a pole in the water, trying to reel in your race leader. We'll see how they come out of the splits if Dudek was able to make up any time. And you can see they're side by side right now, getting ready to go down that back straightaway. That's Wilcox on the inside. And Dudek on the outside has to go and pick up that red buoy. That's going to put him a little bit behind Wilcox. Wilcox with about a 3-second gap between first and second place right now. Once again, Super Chicken class, last race of the day, coming up to the starting line. Super Chicken class, last race of the day, coming to the starting line. Dudek falling just a little bit off the pace. Last call if anybody wants Bounce Food out there. I believe they're getting ready to shut her down. The Laconia Little League concession stand located out toward the front of the pits. Burgers, grilled cheese, chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks. They've got chips, all kinds of candies and stuff like that. If you guys want something before we take off today or before we get started with our awards, now would be the time to go up there and support those Laconia Little Leaguers. So your top two, once again, gap only about 3.5 seconds right now. Let's take a look here, last lap around. Sebastian with a 122.906, Dudek with a 125.955. So Dudek running about 3 seconds slower than Wilcox on that last one. Charles Gunchard, who won Moto number 3 with a 126.840, and 7 with a 145. Again, 7 riding on the 1050 ski. Everybody else with 1500s out there. So the white flag is out. Not too much time left to go. About a half lap there for Wilcox, about 3/4 of a lap to do that. So Sean definitely going to make it up onto the podium today. Had a 2-1-2, looks like a 2-1-2-2 finish, so he'll probably in the first or second on the box tonight. After all the pump wash is cleared. Once again, final race of the day. Final race of the day should be down there on the starting line. That is the Super Chicken race. Glad everybody could hang out with us all weekend long here. Been a great time here in Laconia, stop number 1. We invite everybody to join us for stop number 2 of the Short Block Technologies East Coast Watercross Tour, and that is going to be in Katanning, Pennsylvania on June 26th through 28th. Once again, June 26th through 28th. That is stop number 2. We invite everybody.
Coming up in a second is the race leader.
So Dudek will steal the win here. Gunchard coming through in second, and Wilcox, unfortunately, has to come in on the gaff. Alrighty, coming up next, Super Chicken class. Give special thanks to my good friends from King Foundation Sealing. Somebody wake up Nina. Where's the Paps? All right, final race of the weekend. Final race of the weekend here, the Super Chicken class. I see we got a pair of Zipkins out there, sponsored by Global Integrated Technology. Got James Hager on boat number 13. He's out of Auburn. And then you got Sue Zipkin on 197 and boat number 88, Tully Zipkin. Tully 3 for 3 so far this weekend. He's won the first 3 motos. Last moto, though, Sebastian Wilcox goes down. Sean Dudek takes the win. 2 wins this weekend, buddy, in your hometown, man. What is your parents here? What's going on?
Everyone Everyone's here. The whole family's here. No, I had to totally redeem myself from paralyzing my arm here last year. So we're redeemed now.
I'll tell you what, man, great job. I know that there's a lot of local folks, man, that are helping you out. I know, is there anybody that you would like to give a shout out to?
Definitely my wife, my family, my mom, my brother, father-in-law, sister-in-law, the whole group's here. The whole gang. The gang's all here.
All right, I guess we're partying tonight, huh?
And especially all my staff, because I mean I can't do any of this by myself, and they're basically taking care of my skis. They're building everything for me, getting it in the water and fueling it up, and I just jump on and ride.
I'll tell you what, it takes a small army.
It's a big army now.
I'll tell you what, I love it. I love it. The East Coast Watercross Army. I'm glad to be a part of that militia. That's for sure. We're ready to drop the hammer here. Final race of the day, Super Chicken class, getting ready to take off. Susan Zipkin going to be starting on the outside. Tully and Hager starting on the inside. Looks like Tully got a good jump on Hager. Susan a good jump on the outside. Once again, the Zipkin, sponsored by Global Integrated Technologies. As they work their way into turn number one, the Kawasaki SC. The SC used to stand for, back in the 90s, it was the Sport Cruiser. Because this was the stuff back in the 90s, man. This is, and I love to watch all the vintage stuff. So cool. Susan looks like she may get the whole shot. Tully coming from the inside. That's Susan with the pig helmet on the outside. Tully side by side. Susan checks up just a little bit, and they are deck to deck as they work their way onto the top left-hand side of the track. The chickens are coming. The chickens are coming. And it is Tully, Susan, and Hager, 1, 2, and 3 over there on the top left-hand side of the track. Once again, folks, final race of the day. We'll be doing the awards about 30 minutes after this race, so it looks like awards are going to be probably about 3:45 or so, 3:45. So you can go ahead, start packing your stuff up, everything like that, and then come on down here, bring your own seating, and we'll have the awards right here at the East Coast Watercross compound. Right now, out on the track, it's the Zipkin Show in the Super Chicken class. Tully and Susan running 1 and 2 right now as the green flag flies from the tower. I believe it's 6 minutes. Yeah, we got about 4 minutes, 4 and change left to go in this one. Alrighty, once again, last class of the day, Super Chicken class. Glad everybody from Laconia could make it out this weekend. I'll tell you, this is going to be an annual event. This is our 2nd year here in Laconia. And man, what a great time. What a great time that we've had here. We sure do appreciate all you locals for rolling out the red carpet. Man, I'll tell you, we had a lot of race fans throughout the weekend here, which was really cool. You love it when people get involved in the sport. They come down, they're actually a part. By the way, if anybody found a black life vest with a back protector, once again, if you found a black life vest with a back protector, please turn it in up here at announcing. Y'all, you got it? It's right there? All right, here's my dude. Here's my dude right there. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's sitting on a stump, just like me. Perfect, perfect. See, I like to reunite people, you know, with their stuff. Yeah, I need to get reunited with my license. I lost my license the other day. Thank goodness I brought my passport so I could go back to Florida tomorrow. But you know, I've been on the road the last 15 out of 17 weekends in my defense. So it's like, you know, it's like a revolving door right now. The next weekend, heading to Missouri. Following weekend, heading to Lubbock, Texas. And then back to the Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands, yeah. Can you believe me? They pay me to go there. Yeah, I go there 6 times a year. I'm the race director. I'm the race director over there, so I go 6 times a year. Yeah, it's I'll tell you what, it's the best gig ever. I gotta say that. I stay at the place called the Harbor View Apartments down there. If you ever go to Grand Cayman, that's the place you want to stay. Harbor View Apartments, right? Yeah, it's right down there by Georgetown, right on the 7 Mile Beach, right on the cusp, right there. Beautiful, beautiful area. Amazing, and there is aerial flicks coming out. Watch out, Tully. The drone is coming after you. Tully and Susie running 1 and 2. Hager back there in 3rd. Still chillaxing. By the way, somebody told me that right behind the East Coast Watercross compound, there is a cool. I know. How we doing, Beer Dart? Good. Everybody turning their transponders. Everything good? Final tech inspection. Make sure that your boat, after you come off the water, has been tech inspected. Make sure that you turn in your transponders. Do the right thing. That's all. Just do the right thing. It's all good. Hey, Warren, you need to get some laces for them shoes. Terry Warren needs some laces for them shoes. He finished the race with 1 shoe. Did you hear that? He had to revoke his safety inspection. Hotchkiss. Beer Dart revoked his safety inspection. He finished with 1 shoe. White flag is out for Tully Zipkin. Once again, Tully sponsored by Global Integrated Technologies. Glad everybody could make it out. Don't know if you checked it out. I believe it was on last week. I think there was a rerun of it yesterday because I had some friends from Florida call me. But we had the Pro Watercross with CBS. We were on live from Sebring, Florida, and from Lake Havasu City, Arizona, from just a couple of weeks ago. So if everybody got a chance to watch Sean and Terry and the Pro Watercross crew handle business. Sean not only owns East Coast Watercross, but he's half owner of the Pro Watercross series this year that's being produced by CBS Sports. And you can catch us on CBS Sports. I'll tell you, they actually give us some good times. It's like 3 or 4 o'clock on like Sunday afternoon, you know, so it's actually a pretty good time slot. We're not on at like 3:30 in the morning like we used to be. Tully with a second lead over Suit right now. On the left-hand side of the track, as I believe the checkered flag is getting ready to come out here shortly, folks. Final. And again, we'll be doing the awards about a half after the rally 4 down there, folks. So plan on being at the awards. It'll be right here at the East Coast Watercross compound. And again, thanks to everybody for coming out. If you're not going to stay for the awards, we sure do appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting East Coast Watercross. Short Block Technologies. Liquimali, Tully Zipkin, your winner. Congratulations to the Bionic Man. Susan coming through in second. Once again, both sponsored by Global Integrated Technologies. And Hager coming through in that 3rd spot. And that is going to do it that is going to do it here for the racing part of it. But we've got plenty of awards to give away, plenty of stuff, fun stuff going on. Don't forget before you leave today, folks, to come down here. And right behind the big banner, right behind the podium, we've got the merchandise booth set up. We've got T-shirts, we've got hats, we've got bomber eyewear, we've got wet shoes, stickers, koozies. We got all kinds of stuff. Take home something so you remember this weekend here in Laconia. Well, I'll be back for the awards ceremony, but thanks so much for having me up here on the East Coast. You know, I love to come up this way. Been a long time since I've been able to come up this way. Been down in Florida, stuck down there south of the Mason-Dixon line for a while. But thanks for having me. And we'll be back for the awards here in just about a half hour, folks. Once again, my name's Mike Young. Thanks for playing.
A big round of applause for my lovely wife for setting all this up.
Yay!
She's behind the scenes, making sure that I don't mess everything up. So thank you very much, dear. All right, we're gonna crank this thing off. I think we've got almost everything printed. We had one last one that we were waiting on. Are we working on that one? Yep, we'll start with those ones. That'll be perfect.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Four
Wait
Moto
for it.
format. So this is all new with the transponder system with 4 Moto formats. So there's tiebreakers and software and mumbo jumbo that we got to figure out. So there's a few things that we had to work through, but we are good to go now. We're going to crank these out. All these trophies came from my partner, Terry. He started Trophy Extreme. Between myself and Terry, we own East Coast Watercross, Pro Watercross, Lake Havasu Series, Midwest Series, and the Outlaw Series, and we were spending an absolute fortune on trophies. So he ended up going out and buying a CNC router and a printer, and we hired a guy. So we're building some really trophies all season long. So hope you guys appreciate the effort that we're putting into these trophies because it's an absolute lot of work.
As I stated, man, always the innovators, never the imitators. Okay, we'll go ahead and start the awards right now. We're going to start with the vintage 650, 750 class in third place. Put your hands together for George Wolf. Way to go, Wolfman. And I know that he would like to thank Brett for lending him the CDI. Where's Brett at? Brent, I'm sorry. In second place, it was Ben Corsetti. Congratulations, Ben. Yeah, that's right. We're going to his hometown next, June 26th through 28th, Katanning, Pennsylvania. In first place, put your hands together. Boat number 23, Patrick Sullivan, your champ.
Congratulations, Pat.
Nice try. Okay, on the count of three, hold them over your head. Ready, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's a podium. Like it. All right, next up, this is the Vintage 550 Limited. Vintage 550 Limited in third place. It was Chris Norton, boat number 777. Yeah. In second place, Anthony Corson. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion in the Vintage 550 Limited this weekend, Derek Steck. The Steckmeister. All right, count of three, hold them over your head. Ready, 1, 2, 3, up high. That's what I'm talking about. I'll tell you, I had a lot of racers this weekend in the Vintage X2. I was talking to Sean earlier today. I was telling him the last time I seen this many X2s online, I think was the 1992 World Finals. I guess I'm showing my age there. But that's back when we only had X2s and it was before the Blaster. But third place, put your hands together for Kayla Pliska. Way to go, young lady. On the pink ski. Second place, only 14 years old. Put your hands together for Warren Burke. Way to go, Burkster. Good job, Dub. And ladies and gentlemen, your champion in the Vintage X2 class was Daniel Clark. Good job, Danny. Danny boy, boat number 57. All right, count of three, hold them over your head. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Next up will be the Vintage 550 Open. Vintage 550 Open in third place, Spencer Conway. In second place, Cody Tierney. And in first place, Peter Sullivan. Come on up, Pete's here. Good job, Pete. He scared off the competition.
First again.
All right, count of 3. Hold it over your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Next up will be our sports spec class. Sports spec in third place, riding the top of Yamaha. Put your hands together for Brent Hahn. My man. In second place, it was Jack Mazonsky, boat number 125. Good job, Jack. 15 grand on the line for this class at the end of the season. Wow. And your top spot will go to the guy with my favorite last name, Colin Beers. First time stepping up from juniors. And look at this. That's not too bad. Going right into Sports Spec Pro. And count of 3. Hold them over your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Next will be the Pro-Am Ski Stock 1500 division. Pro-Am Ski Stock 1500 division. 2 riders in that class. In second place, it was John Gould. Good job, Johnny. And in first place, the only guy I have ever seen with an East Coast watercross thong on, Dave Davidson. You know that's etched into my memory now. Your wife showed me that. All right, count of 3. Hold them over your head, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Next up will be our Pro-Am Ski Lights. Pro-Am Ski Lights in third place. Third place, boat number 316, Austin Jones. Straight out of Let's Go Buffalo. In second place, boat number 782 on the Yamaha, Ben Corsetti. Ladies and gentlemen, your champ from right up the street, Franklin, New Hampshire, Sebastian Wilcox. Job, Seb. All right, count of 3, hold them over your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Next up will be our Novice Ski Stock 1500 class. In third place, Derek Steck. Job, D. In the second place, it was boat number 730, Dylan Sharp. No Crocs and socks. Next up, first place, put your hands together. It's Johnson City, Tennessee's own Thomas Lambert. Good job, Tommy. Sponsored by Bobby Cardona, I like it. Okay, count of 3, hold them over your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, next up, we are going to our Novice Ski Lights class. Novice Ski Lights class. In third place now, I was just told that this guy's 3 days older than dirt. I'm not sure, but it was John Rice, third place. I've not met John, but I was just told to talk crap about him and his brother. I'm serious. Yeah. 65 and over class, baby. Cheers, brother. In second place in the Novice Ski Lights class, it was Chris Dashko. Congratulations, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion here of the Novice Ski Lights class. Put your hands together for the other Rice brother, Michael Rice. By the way, ladies, he's a Capricorn. He enjoys long walks on the beach and the soulful sounds of the Backstreet Boys. I don't think he knows who the Backstreet Boys are. Okay, count of three. Hold them over your head, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, fellas. All right, next up will be our amateur ski four-stroke. Amateur ski four-stroke. Third place, it was the triple nickels, Billy Shaw. Good job, Billy. Great to see you in the pits again, man. It's been a while. Back in the Rick Messina, Wade Cohen days. Coming up here, being a Region 8 baller. Second place, Tyler Sweeney. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, round number 1 of the SBT ECW Tour. Here in the ski lights class, Sebastian Wilcox. Way to go, Seb. All right, count of 3. Hold them over your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And try to smile. Yeah. Next up will be our Pro-Am Runabout Stock Class. Pro-Am Runabout Stock Class. Some great racing in that class this weekend. In a third place, it was Travers Brito. Good job, Travers. Fresh out of retirement, I like it. In second place, it was the Chicken Man, Jay Edworthy. Come on up, Jay. I don't think I ever seen Jay without a toque on. Boy, always wearing a toque. 9,000 degrees in St. Pete last week. He was wearing a toque. What? What? See, you can't hear because you got the toque over your ear. It's because I'm older than dirt. In first place, boat 126. Put your hands together for Smitty Ian Smith. Sponsored by Smitty's Automotive. He's showing him the number 1 plate. I love it. You're older than his dad, right? Okay, count of 3. Hold him over your head, guys. 1, 2, 3. Next up, novice runabout wreck lights. Novice runabout wreck lights. In third place, it was last year's defending champion. Put your hands together for the Vanilla Gorilla, Matt King. In second place, boat number 747, Sean Sullivan. Way to go, Sully. And in first place, beating all the boys. Put your hands together for Julia Kapelwaska. Way to go, Miss Julia. Okay, count of 3. Hold them over your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Up high. Good looking podium there. Next up will be the novice runabout 1100 limited class. In third place, boat number 210, Tanner Batsold. Good job, Tan Man. In second place, it was boat number 47, Gabor Gergely. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion this weekend in the novice runabout 1100 limited class. Boat number 125, Joshua Leclerc. I'm not French, but I play French on TV. Actually, I had no toys when I was little. Count of 3, hold them over your head, ready, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Shady's back. Next up, Super Chicken Class. Super Chicken Class in third place. It was boat number 13, James Hager. Did we get his transponder back? I'm not sure. That's above my pay grade. There we go. Congratulations, James. In second place, who had the, we can't talk about it, but she had the best one-liner of the weekend, Sue Zipkin. I can't repeat it. Well, yeah, exactly. We got too many juniors here. But it was funny. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion in the Super Chicken Class. Put your hands together. Boat number 88, Tully Zipkin. The Bionic Man. The Bionic Man. Yeah. Once again, count of three, guys. Hold them over your head. 1, 2, 3, up top. Next up will be our women's runabout 1100 limited. Women's runabout 1100 limited in third place, Sue Zipkin. Come on back up, Susie. Susie Cusey. In second place, boat number 125, Katie Berner. Your champion in the women's runabout 1100 limited class this weekend, boat number 96, Julia Kapłaska. Great job, ladies. On the count of three, hold them over your head. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, ladies. Next up will be our Pro-Am Ski GP. Pro-Am Ski GP. In third place, boat number 595, Sebastian Wilcox. Second place and getting his first moto victory of 2026 today, my good friend Charles Gunchard. Charles is in charge of kind of all the live streaming and stuff that we do too. So Charles, kind of one of our sponsors as well. So great job, Charles. Proud of you, buddy. Now, Cassandra, you're going to have to give this one out. First place, Pro Ski GP, Sean Dudek. He is back. He is back a couple surgeries later, and he is back right here in his hometown. Congratulations, Sean. Count of three, hold him over your head. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. He couldn't lift his arm over his head last year, he's saying.
Look at that range of motion.
Fresh hardware ready to go. Just like Tully.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about it.
You guys ready? You guys were comparing notes? Okay, this brings us to our Pro-Am Runabout 1100 limited class. In third place, Todd Sarsinski. Congratulations, TC. Todd out of Buffalo. He's really close to Canada, but the top two are Canadian. Second place, put your hands together for Dave Davidson. Way to go, Davey boy. There's the thong. It's under his board shorts. You don't want to see it. You already have, okay. First place, put your hands together for the Chicken Man, Jay Edworthy, taking the win in the Pro-Am Runabout, the 1100 limited class. It wouldn't be possible without Todd. There we go. Congratulations, guys. Todd's an honorary Canadian. On the count of 3, hold him over your head. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Great job. There's your podium for our 1100 limited class. And once again, I'd like to say a very special thanks to everybody for having me up here. It's been great being your host. I hope to come up to many more events.
Big round of applause for Mikey Young.
Love you, show.
World famous Mikey Young in the house.
Thank you all.
We'll bring him
very
out to
much.
as many as we can. He's got 37 events this year. He is all over this country and abroad, so he's doing everything he can to help jet skiing. I can't thank everybody enough. There's so many sponsors. There's so much staff. I mean, my staff absolutely kills themselves for this. Big round of applause for all of our staff busted their butts. We're doing this all over the country. We're all over the place. It's nonstop. 2 weeks from now, we're going to be in Lubbock, Texas for Junior Nationals. We'll be doing CBS Sports episode focusing on the juniors of this sport. It's going to be an absolutely amazing show. Please do everything you can to like and share all of our videos. We put an immense amount of time and effort into these live streams, CBS Sports. All of this effort pays off when the sponsors see what the value is that we bring to the table. So we're going to keep doing this if you guys keep showing up and supporting us. So thank you for coming out with over 100 entries. I couldn't be happier in my own hometown. Thank you to the city of Laconia, all of our sponsors, HK Power Sports, Yamaha Wave Runners, SBT. The list is enormous. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything.